I just bought this recumbent bike by this brand. And if you're thinking about buying this, there's a couple things that I wanted to show you now. First off, I am a certified personal trainer, and I get a lot of equipment sent to me by companies to make videos for. This one I wanted, and so I bought it. I've wanted a recumbent bike for a long time, and I just like the specs on this one, and so I just went ahead and got this one for myself. A few things I like about it. One is it's got a 400-pound weight capacity, so whenever you're sitting on that seat, up to 400 pounds, and honestly, it'll actually hold more than that, but that's just the number that they've put on it. So, pretty much anybody can sit on this and be well under capacity. Also, what I wanted to show you was here, 16 different resistance levels. So whether you're a beginner or somebody that's more advanced, all you gotta do is you turn the knob one way or the other, and it will increase or decrease the resistance, as you can see right here. We also have up here an LCD screen. Now, here's the thing with these types of screens. I don't personally even use these. They're pretty basic, just black and white data on it. Most people are gonna end up putting their phones here and watching their phone or tablet and then using something like an Apple Watch or something like that. But if you wanted some basic tracking, it'll track like your time, the distance, number of pedals, etc. But again, for me, I typically don't use this, but if something like that's important to you, it's there for you to use. But for me, I'm gonna put my phone here or my tablet and just end up watching some shows. It does, however, though, if you look at these things right here, these are actually biometric trackers. So whenever you're riding, and I'll show you this in a second, it'll actually try to track your pulse and your heart rate if you're somebody that wants to track those things. Also, we've got an adjustable seat here so you can scoot this forward and back depending on your size. And also, if you wanted to, you can pick it up by that handle, and it's got a couple of wheels here on the front. So really easy to kind of pick up and move. Let me actually show you how this works. All right, so using this is really easy. Again, for the most part, a lot of people are gonna get on here and they're not gonna even worry about the display. But if you do, really there's not a lot you have to do. All you have to do is get on and start pedaling, and it automatically start tracking itself. Usually what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna get on here. It does have these adjustable straps for the feet, so you're gonna put those on each side. And then whenever your feet are strapped in, you're gonna wanna start with your resistance level here. I'm gonna start low because I'm just doing a warm up at first, and then we're gonna actually turn it up. One of the things I like about this so much is that with the 400-pound weight capacity, it has a nice size bottom seat here. I do wish it was a little bit wider for wider lower halves down here for some people, but even me being a 6'3", 270-pound guy, it's still a big enough seat for me. I would have liked to see it just maybe like a little bit wider, but it's still really comfortable, very padded. And I like that they actually elevated the back seat here, lifted it up a little bit, so it really provides a lot of support for the middle of the back. And this is really all you do. One of the cool things about these recumbent bikes is they allow you to sit and still get your cardio in without putting a lot of the pressure and the impact on like your feet and your ankles and your knees, like if you were running or doing something on a treadmill. It also right here has a cup holder, or a bottle holder actually, so in case you're thinking about getting on, you need a drink quickly to grab. And it's something, they got these handles right here. Some people will lean forward just to give their self like another kind of angle whenever they're doing the workout. But for me, typically, because the backrest and the seat are so comfortable, I typically just go like this. What I also like about this is that whenever it's time to turn up the tension, you don't actually have to stop. All you gotta do is kind of bend down, move into whatever position you want, and just keep pedaling. I've seen some recumbent bikes where you have to actually dismount completely, stop the motor from moving, and then make whatever adjustments you want. So I like the fact here that you're not required to do that. You can just stay in motion. One other thing that I'll mention that I would have liked to see them do differently here is the foot pads. The foot pads really just kind of cover for me the front part of my foot. And I know that's how bikes and recumbent bikes specifically are. I would have liked to maybe seen that just a little bit longer. I wear size 13s. I need a larger size foot pad. Still a very comfortable pad. I would have liked to see it maybe just a little bit bigger. And that's really what you need to know about this bike. It has a high weight capacity. I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm a big fan of this bike. Assembly time, it looked like this whenever I first got it. One of the easiest assemblies probably took me 30 minutes just by myself in total to have it totally up and running just like this. And I do like the fact that you can, whenever it's time to pick it up and move it, come back here, grab it by the handle, and it's got those wheels there on the front so it easily moves, so you can position it or move it to whatever room that you need to put it in. Also worth mentioning again that this seat is adjustable, so if I need to scoot it back, if I had extra long legs, or if I need to bring it forward, something more like this, I can lock it back into place, hop back on, and start my pedaling. So I like that it is accommodating not just on the weight capacity side, but also on the overall size for taller and shorter people. And I like that the footprint on this is just not very big. A lot of home gyms or a lot of houses don't have space, even apartments don't have space to add big equipment. I like this one because it's still sturdy enough and it is big enough to be able to accommodate larger sized people like me. A bit of a space saving recumbent bike, so that's a great thing too. So if you're looking for a recumbent bike, whether you got a home gym, if you got an apartment, if you got a house, if you got a garage like I've got out here, this is a great one here to put on your list to check out.